Deep in the forests where the trees stand tall and the mist weaves through the branches like a ghostly veil, a legend lurks. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, a massive, hairy humanoid shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Stories passed down for generations, whispered around campfires and shared in hushed tones. A creature of myth and mystery whose presence is felt in the rustling leaves and the eerie silence of the woods. Native American tribes have long spoken of a creature, a guardian of the forest, a wild man of the woods. They called him Sasquatch, a name that echoes through the ages, a symbol of the untamed wilderness. Tales told of his immense size and strength, of footprints larger than any humans, and of trees broken as if by a giant's hand. A creature to be respected, even feared. The legend grew, fed by sightings and encounters that defied explanation. Stories spread beyond tribal lands. Settlers whispered tales of a giant in the woods. Prospectors claimed sightings, their voices tinged with awe and fear. The myth of Bigfoot took root, growing with each retelling. Today, the legend continues, captivating the imaginations of modern hikers and explorers. Fueled by eyewitness accounts and blurry photos, the question remains, is Bigfoot real, or just a figment of our imagination? Let's examine the evidence, and delve deeper into the legend of Bigfoot. Thousands claim to have seen Bigfoot. These sightings span decades and continents, from the dense forests of North America to the remote wilderness of Asia. Each encounter adds to the growing legend of this elusive creature. Their stories are remarkably similar. A large, hairy creature, often described as standing between 6 and 9 feet tall with broad shoulders and a powerful build. Witnesses often report a pungent odor accompanying the sightings, walking upright on 2 legs. This bipedal movement is one of the most distinguishing features, setting Bigfoot apart from other wildlife. The creature's gait is often described as smooth and effortless, covering ground quickly and silently, often glimpsed in the woods. These fleeting moments are usually at dawn or dusk, when the forest is cloaked in shadows. The creature seems to blend seamlessly into its surroundings, making it difficult to capture clear evidence. One chilling account comes from a hiker. He was exploring a remote trail when he felt an eerie sensation of being watched. The forest was unusually quiet, amplifying his unease. Deep in the Cascade Mountains, this region is known for its rugged terrain and dense forests, making it a prime location for such encounters. The hiker's story adds to the mystique of this wild, untamed landscape. He described a massive figure, covered in dark hair. The creature's eyes seemed to glow in the dim light, adding to its otherworldly presence. It stood motionless, watching him intently. It watched him from the tree line. The hiker's heart pounded as he slowly backed away, never taking his eyes off the creature. He eventually turned and ran, not stopping until he reached safety. Another story tells of campers, awoken in the night, by strange high-pitched screams. The sounds echoed through the forest, sending chills down their spines. They huddled together, trying to make sense of the eerie noises. They saw a large, shadowy figure moving through their campsite. These stories are compelling. They paint a picture of a creature that is both fascinating and terrifying. The campers' experience left them questioning what they had witnessed, of a creature unknown to science. Despite numerous sightings and stories, concrete evidence remains elusive. Skeptics argue that these encounters are simply misidentifications or hoaxes, but are they enough to prove Bigfoot's existence? The mystery endures, captivating the imagination of those who dare to venture into the wild. Whether myth or reality, the legend of Bigfoot continues to grow. Footprints are often cited as evidence. Huge tracks, much larger than any human, found in the wilderness, often in remote areas. These footprints are intriguing. Some are clearly hoaxes, but others remain unexplained. Could they belong to Bigfoot? In addition to footprints, there are recordings, strange vocalizations, howls, screams, and grunts, heard emanating from the forests. Some believe these sounds are from Bigfoot. Attempts to identify the source continue. Could these recordings be the key to unlocking the mystery? The most famous piece of evidence, the Patterson-Gimlin film, shot in 1967. It shows a large, hairy creature walking across a clearing. The footage is grainy and shaky, but it sent shockwaves through the world. Could this be the proof, the undeniable evidence of Bigfoot? Skeptics argue it's a hoax, a man in a suit. Others believe it's genuine. The debate rages on. The film remains controversial, analyzed and debated for decades. Is it the real deal, or a clever fabrication? The jury is still out. Section 5. Scientific investigations, searching for concrete proof. Despite numerous expeditions, no concrete proof exists. No bodies, no DNA evidence, no definitive answers. Scientists remain skeptical. They demand hard evidence. Footprints and eyewitness accounts are not enough. They need tangible proof. Some researchers continue the search using modern technology, trail cameras, DNA analysis, and thermal imaging, hoping for a breakthrough. But until that day comes, Bigfoot remains elusive, a creature of myth and legend, a mystery waiting to be solved. Section 6. Skepticism and explanations, debunking the myth. Skeptics offer alternative explanations, misidentification of known animals, hoaxes perpetrated for attention. They argue that many supposed sightings of Bigfoot can be attributed to bears, large dogs, or even people in costumes. These misidentifications are often fueled by the power of suggestion, where the mind sees what it wants to see, or simply the power of suggestion. The human brain is wired to recognize patterns, sometimes even when none exist. This cognitive bias can lead people to interpret shadows, noises, and movements in the forest as evidence of Bigfoot. They argue that Bigfoot is a cultural phenomenon. Stories of large, hairy creatures have been part of human folklore for centuries, spanning various cultures and continents. These tales often serve as cautionary legends or as explanations for the unknown, a product of our desire to believe. The allure of the unknown and the extraordinary captivates our imagination. People want to believe in something greater, something mysterious that defies explanation. In the unknown and the extraordinary, this desire fuels the legend, keeping it alive in the collective consciousness. The idea of an undiscovered creature lurking in the wilderness is both thrilling and terrifying. They point to the lack of hard evidence. Despite numerous expeditions and countless hours of searching, no concrete proof has been found. No bones, no bodies, no definitive DNA samples. The blurry photos and questionable footprints, many of the so-called evidence pieces are easily debunked or explained away. Blurry photographs can be anything and footprints can be faked. The lack of a single body. Despite decades of searching, if such a creature existed, surely by now, we would have found some physical remains. While skepticism is important, the mystery remains. The absence of evidence is not necessarily evidence of absence. The vast, unexplored wilderness still holds many secrets. Can all the sightings be explained away? Hundreds of people from all walks of life claim to have seen something. Are they all mistaken or lying? Or is there something more to the legend? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between, waiting to be discovered. Section 7. Cultural significance, Bigfoot in popular culture. Bigfoot has captured our imagination, inspiring countless books, movies, and TV shows. From documentaries to horror films, he has become a pop culture icon, a symbol of the wild and unknown, a reminder that some mysteries remain unsolved. From Harry and the Hendersons to finding Bigfoot, our fascination continues. We can't resist the allure of this elusive creature. Bigfoot represents something primal, a connection to our ancient past, a reminder that we don't know everything, that some mysteries endure. Section 8. The human need to believe why Bigfoot endures. Why are we so fascinated by Bigfoot? Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown, the possibility of something extraordinary. Humans have always been drawn to mystery. We crave adventure and discovery. Bigfoot embodies these desires. He represents the wildness within us all, the untamed spirit, the part of us that yearns for something more. Whether Bigfoot is real or not is almost irrelevant. The legend itself holds power. It reminds us that there are still wonders to be found, mysteries to unravel. Section 9. Conclusion. The mystery remains. So does Bigfoot exist? The evidence is inconclusive. The debate rages on, between believers and skeptics. But one thing is certain, the legend of Bigfoot endures. Fueled by eyewitness accounts, blurry photos, and our own desire to believe, perhaps one day we will have definitive proof, or perhaps the mystery will live on, intriguing and inspiring us for generations to come. The search continues. The truth is out there, somewhere in the wilderness, waiting to be discovered.